Eddie Hearn and Dazn lose another purse bid. Stay tuned. Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working now. Eddie Hearn, it's not looking the greatest for Dazn. Now, the reason I say that is because Eddie Hearn somehow managed to lose yet another purse bid. He lost a purse bid today for the Maurice Hooker WBO super lightweight title defense against his mandatory, Alex Saucedo, right? Alex Saucedo is with Top Rank. Maurice Hooker was recently announced that he would be working in partnership with Dazn. I believe he's with Rock Nation, but since they're not really in boxing right now, they, did a kind of a joint deal so Eddie Hearn and Dazn platform could showcase the fighter. He's still under contract with Rock Nation, but like I said, they're not putting on any fights. Rock Nation is not putting on any boxing cards. So to keep their fighter active, they had to kind of pair up with someone. So they paired up with Eddie Hearn. He had all this money, he says, and this platform that he's going to get like 16 fights or 16 US fights, 16 UK fights. And he just lost the purse bid to Bob Arum and Top Rank. So Bob Arum and Top Rank, they bid $1.625 million to secure the rights for this fight and stage it where they want. Eddie Hearn's bid, he came in number 2, was $1.555 million. So he got topped. Now the fight's gonna happen, I think, November 16th or the 17th in Oklahoma City. So Friday or Saturday. And it's gonna happen where Alex Saucedo is from. He's from OKC, right? So not a good look. This is, in recent memory, this is like the second Eddie Hearn purse bid that he's lost. At least the second. That's a better way of putting it. He lost the purse bid for Kubrat Pulev and Dillian White. They were supposed to fight, and Epic Sports and Entertainment outbid, and they were like, a lot of people were shocked, like who's Epic Sports and Entertainment? Because if you get outbid, you're usually expecting it to be by Lou DiBella, WOB, World of Boxing, Ryabinsky from Russia, you know what I'm saying? Like the big time players. And then out of nowhere, this company, Epic Sports and Entertainment, came and beat Eddie Hearn's bid to secure the rights for Dillian White versus Kubrat Pulev. So Pulev, his team, well, I don't want to say his team, but Epic Sports is the guy, I guess the owner is Bulgarian. Kubrat Pulev's from Bulgaria. So they were trying to stage the fight in Bulgaria, meaning Dillian White would have had to be a road warrior and go into Pulev's backyard. And that's not something that Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, or whatever, and Dillian White wanted to do. So they looked at another option and ended up fighting Joseph Parker in the UK. Joseph Parker coming off of a loss. These are all facts. And then now, you just did the Dazn press conference in New York, and then people were like kind of heckling Anthony Joshua, so that wasn't a good look. And then on top of that, you announced the fighters that are going to be on the platform: Jesse Vargas, the Gerald Big Baby Millers, and the fights and whatnot. And Maurice Hooker was one of the people announced, and you lost the purse bid again. And I really want to say there's a third purse bid. I can't think off the top of my head. I didn't do any research, but I'm pretty sure there was another purse bid that Eddie Hearn recently lost. But even with the two, how are you losing this? The thing I'm not understanding, is not clicking, is how are you losing all these purse bids by a certain denomination of money, but you were really bragging that you had all this money with the Dazn platform. It was $1 billion venture, and your investors and stuff, and you're like, oh, we got $1 billion, we got all the money for the fights, we could secure the biggest fight. And it sounded great, it sounded good, like, oh wow, $1 billion. And he basically did interviews kind of pompous, and he was like, The money is not the issue. We just got to land the people and secure the dates and woo. But the money's there and woo. And it seems like Dazn has struggled to get people on the platform. I don't know if it's just because it's unproven or if it's because how the Joshua Wilder situation had played out. Maybe people aren't trusting in the Hearn engine right now. I don't know. But this is not a good look to me because, again, how do you have $1 billion or a heap of money, like a shit ton of money, and you keep losing purse bids? Like, how did Bob Arum beat you? And see, this is the thing. Maurice Hooker is new to Dazn, and he was one of your fighters. He's the champion, right? So just, you guys have to put it in perspective. Everything I'm saying could be factually corroborated with what I'm saying, right? So you don't have to just take my word for it. If you don't believe me, then do your own research about the past purse bids and different things like that. So one of the reasons to me this is a bad look, you have a guy, Maurice Hooker, he's 24-0-3. He has 3 draws and he's undefeated. He beat Terry Flanagan for the belt. He went overseas to fight him. And then now he's going to have to fight Alex Caicedo, his mandatory, who's actually a really good fighter. I've been watching him in his hometown as the champion. So your champion, who's from Texas, I believe, he don't get no breaks being on the road. You get what I'm saying? Like, he had to fight Terry Flanagan for the title in the UK, where Flanagan's from. And now, because you lost the purse bid, your new Dazn fighter, Maurice Hooker, is having to go to Alex Caicedo's hometown, where he has a good growing fan base, and he's a good fighter. So it's a good fight in general, and it's a dangerous fight. And then now your champion has to fight in another guy's backyard because Bob Arum outbid you, and now he gets to secure the rights and showcase it. So to me, it's weird that Eddie Hearn is saying he has $1 billion for this streaming app and Dazn is the best thing for boxing, but he keeps losing purse bids. Like, what gives? It doesn't really make sense. And I know Top Rank has been in the game for a minute, but it's just getting crazy to me. It's getting crazy that they're losing these purse bids, like the Kubrat Pulev, Dillian White fight, and then now this, and his cash cow, Anthony Joshua, is not being received well because of the Povetkin fight. People thought he should be fighting Wilder, and it was doable. So we got to see some action. And then the Jesse Vargas fight, that card, there's no real notable, there's some notable names, but they're not notable matches. Jesse Vargas versus Thomas Delorme. And then on top of that, there's another combat fighting sport event that's going to totally crush and overshadow that, in my opinion, and that's Conor McGregor's return. We have not seen Conor McGregor in any fight since the Mayweather fight last August last year. So I know the anticipation is going to be high. Plus, we know Conor McGregor is an MC, like not as in rapping, but he's an MC. He knows how to MC the crowd, and he knows how to, rock the mic and get people talking. So once he gets in his zone to promote the fight, hey Khabib, I don't know what you're thinking, doing all of his antics. Who the fuck is Khabib? You know what I mean? Doing his shit. People are going to be interested. Unfortunately, I like Jesse Vargas, but that's not really his lane. Like, I think he's a good fighter, but Jesse Vargas is not really known. He does all of his talking in the ring kind of guy. He's not really known for having charismatic press conferences. You know what I mean? And actually, I was at his fight with the Broner fight. I covered that as media, and it was actually a little bit weird because he seemed out of character when he was like, yeah, Broner, yeah, look at me, and he was like angry and yelling at Broner. It didn't seem. I don't know. It just didn't kind of seem natural. Like, it seemed like he was like getting in, like, I don't know. Just go watch that press conference. I was there. So yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle for Dazn. You're losing purse bids, and your champion got to fight in someone else's backyard again. Anthony Joshua's fight tickets are still left, and people wanted to see him fight Wilder. Now it looks like it's going to get upstaged by Wilder Tyson Fury. We know Wilder will be in the building for Tyson Fury's next fight. It's Eddie Hearn. I think he brought this on himself too, because the way he made it sound is like, Americans, you better be trembling and shaking because Eddie Hearn's coming to town. And I think he's getting kind of a rude awakening that this American boxing game, it's not that easy to overthrow the current government. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems easier than what it really is. It's like, oh, okay, we want, but in America, it's just a different place. So like people aren't gonna go with some of the soft matchmaking that does get done at times in the UK, where it's like a guy and then a guy that's not really like the best of the division or even close to being the best. Like Kell Brook versus Jojo Dan, those fights like that, Kevin Bezier and Frankie Gavin, when we knew Kell Brook was gonna demolish them. Those fights won't typically do well on DAZN in America because fans aren't going to buy into that. Jesse Vargas, Thomas Delorme, I'm pretty sure there's other guys for Jesse Vargas. Like I said, the card is in Chicago at a nice venue. Adrian Granados is from Chicago. That was a perfectly suitable option. And I don't think he has like a major promoter like that. I've seen him on different networks and whatnot. So that sounds like a doable fight. You can't play it safe. Jesse Vargas, I understand he's coming up for a draw, but people want to see good fights, meaningful fights. And Thomas Delorme ain't fought since last year on the Mayweather undercard, or the week of the Mayweather-McGregor fight. He fought against Ugas and he lost, so let me know what you guys think. Eddie Hearn lost the first bid to Top Rank. Now his champion is fighting in his opponent's backyard where he has a fan base. Let me know what this means for DAZN. Do you plan on getting DAZN? What do you think? Is this a good start? Like I said, I think Eddie Hearn brought a lot of this on himself because he made it sound like he's just coming out the gate swinging, and he's reached out to the Errol Spences, Mikey Garcia, Adrian Broners, and Wilder. He's trying to get these guys on the network or the platform, and I haven't really seen anyone with a lot of momentum like that would really spearhead this DAZN programming to launch it in America. I haven't really seen anyone attach their names to it like that. Someone who's like a champion, undefeated, like a Charlo, undefeated champions, already know how to have the showmanship, entertaining as fighters. They have the charisma, and the dress and the swag, like to carry some shit. I haven't really seen a lot of that. A lot of the guys are just kind of like new champions or looking for a title shot or good fighters, but they're not really outspoken or crazy press conferences, just stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think. Top Rank beats out Eddie Hearn. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video. See you, go signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.